Cindy's our assistant. Cindy, say something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Very good. That's positive. Good. Okay. Jason, right now, he's working on his intake, the Edelbrock intake that we're going to be putting on this. We'll get a closer look at that here in a second. Jake, we just give him a bone, but he's not chewing on it. Jake, what's wrong with you, buddy? You ain't got no teeth? Okay. And there's Buster. He got some teeth. He's working it over pretty good. Buster! Bus! The bone good? Where's Brinkley? Brinkley's over there if you can see him, right on the left yellow bag, or white bag. Okay, what was you saying there, Jay?
Hey, Dad,
Oh, that's
I got the catch right there.
Okay. Okay, anyway, we're putting on an EGR valve so far, and we've just put on a temperature sensor. Now we're getting ready to put on the housing for the thermostat, which will be going right here. I think we'll be okay with it. And so this is the look at what we're putting on. Here's our layout here, using the red truck as a bench, workbench, and I don't know how well we can see all this, but anyway, we got some towels laid in there to catch all the junk we scraped from the gasket, and that probably looks a little different than what we had on tape yesterday. So anyway, we cranked a few boats and got her off there, and we got to put the intake in, Edelbrock intake. Still got to go in and put the computer chip in by the glove compartment, and we had a wrestling match with the gas tank over there, which we got to put a high pressure fuel pump in that. So we're still rocking and rolling. I'm gonna turn it over to Cindy. And Cindy, do you have any comments? Cindy, look at me.
I asked you not to turn that camera on.
Would you believe me if I told you it wasn't recording?
No.
Good then, because you'd be correct. Hey, what do you think about this project?
Yeah, I can't put EGR valve on from here.
Okay, we'll stop it there. Here we are with the finished product. I'm gonna get in here on it a little bit closer here in a moment, but right now we got the head mechanic right there. He's the one that engineered all this. And hey, Jenny, say hi to the camera. Jenny's over there self-tossing right now, working on her softball swing. Then we got the assistant mechanics here. We've got Jake is the senior assistant mechanic. Buster, he's got a real itch. He's the second assistant mechanic. And then Brinkley, the black one, he's the third assistant mechanic. Anyway, we're going to get a shot of this intake. This is what we worked our tail ends off on Saturday. Today's Monday, April the 30th, and Saturday we worked our tail ends off. Put that intake in. We put a fuel pump, had to remove the gas tank to do that. And in addition to that, we put a computer module in the computer, which wasn't too bad. It was right by the glove compartment. So it seemed like it's all covered up right now. You can't see much of it, and I don't know how different that looks from the one that was taken a couple days ago before we took the intake off. But there it is, and happy riding. Anything to say, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like I said before, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, okay. Who's this over here? Is that one of your mechanics there?
Where's Simba?
Yeah, Simba's a mechanic. Simba! Roll out, buddy!
Just felt like I did Sunday morning after Saturday night.
We were wore out. Okay, well that's it then. You sure you don't have any last things to say?
Yeah, when you gonna get it finished? When you gonna get time right for me?
Oh, I think that's your duty. You can handle that pretty good. So, anyway, I'll give you back the camera. Adios. Put in auto and you hit that button right there. Okay. And you hit that button right there. Okay, here we are on May the 5th. Kind of a cloudy, gloomy day. Jenny and Ronnie, they're about to go to the prom. Ronnie, I have one question to ask you. If you had a choice between coon hunting or going to the prom, which one would you take? Coon hunting? Anyway, Jenny, she's all gigged up, and Ronnie's all gigged up. Looks like they're ready to rock.
Hey, Ronnie, why don't you come get a close up?
Yeah, turn around, Ronnie. Let me get a thing of that tie right there. Okay. He's got a good attitude. Seen a guy the other day had a tie on and said, "Screw you" on it. He had a bad attitude.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on my wrist later.
Have you got a telephone?
It's in the phone. Ronnie's got it. Mom, are you gonna help her?
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. Jake, Jake, Jake. What you got to say, Jake? Oh.
I ain't wearing it on my right hand. Put it on my tan lines.
Jay boy's a little jealous.
Yeah, I'm tore up.
You jealous, Jay? Just do it.
It brings back all the great memories of my prom, I'm telling you.
And you spent the biggest part of your life. We got some electrical tape. You need that.
You better grab that block.
I will. You better take it with you, Jenny, in case you take it off.
Ryan, did you get your hair cut?
You got to fade it in.
Take a look.
When you're dancing, don't rub that in the back of his neck. It hurts like that. Ronnie ain't dancing. I guarantee.
Well, Ronnie, Jason will show you a few tips before you leave. If you want to, Cindy, you want to show him how to dance?
Next one, 2 steps before we go.
Yeah, Cindy, show him how to dance before they go.
I ain't dancing.
Well, she'll show you just in case you need to know how. Go ahead and show him, Cindy.
It's not real hard.
Well, you don't want me to show him, do you?
Smooth like he ain't got no fins.
All right, we hassled you guys enough. Jenny, you do have a telephone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye, Brent. They get what? Bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye, Jenny. See you, Ronnie.
Bye, Bud.
Look at that.
Are you going to Dallas? Who? You get to go with the family?
I'm lenient with it. Y'all just have a good time.
For her birthday? Where y'all going? You want to give him a gate opener?
No, he already got one.
Oh, does he got one?
As they drive away, I like to point out the exhaust pipes on this thing. He attempted to straighten them up, but yet he failed. It's ugly. Please just be prepared for what you're about to see. Now notice the one on the left. They're not evenly spaced. I'm about to troll it, excuse me. Would you look at that? That's a shame. My gosh, would you?
Good job there.
Hey, it sounds like a ticked off bumblebee.
There's some cows right there, boy. Let's sit there and graze with the cows.
I got milk one. You want to see me milk a cow?
Dick, get up. Fetch some ducks, boy. Buster. Okay, here we're on May 10th. Papa's birthday, and John Robert's birthday, and we got John and Jason, who we're looking pretty retarded about right now. All right, guys. Looks like you got a little bit there on your chin.
Where? That's red. Hey, I like to go for a close shot. Notice down here is black and down red.
All right.
Get this another shot here.
Oh.
Thanksgiving Day is here.
How many you got over there, Dad?
3, 4, 5 in here.
We have a couple of hooligans coming up on us. They're the hooligans. Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! Leave us alone! Go away! And we have a couple of hooligans following us, Mom.
You got ladies.
Here they come. They're going to try to run us off the road, Mon. Hey, Mon! Go back home! Go back home, Mon! Here are the units. Here we are at Chuck's Restaurant in Oklahoma. Me and Cindy and here goes John, boy. He's acting crazy on the way over here. You got anything to say, John?
Happy birthday! It's his birthday, right?
Hello, man. What you saying?
It's his birthday, right?
His birthday. Uncle
Happy
Uncle Johnny, Daddy Johnny.
Ronnie!
All their birthday.
That's a celebrity. It's Barney.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
What do you think about your new job?
I'm running the place. I own it.
You own it.
I figured. Nothing.
Acting crazy. Acting crazy.
Come here, 3-2. Well, hey, why don't you focus on this real quick? Who's gonna
You'll be on Channel 12 News now. Be sure and tune in.
Hey. Look to your left.
Grub.
Look at John. Hey, Dad, good picture of John right there.
Right in here with y'all trying to keep up, but I was afraid that the feds were after y'all the way y'all were driving, man.
I think somebody upside the fence where John's acting. There's old John. Can't see that glass right now.
Hey, look behind you.
Crazy,
hey,
man.
turn the camera behind you. Get a shot from that.
Hey, Whitley.
Hey, Whitley, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. She's trying.
I think I cleaned the windows now.
Hey, Dad, get a picture of that.
For the vet.
It's a vet. Yeah. Congratulations. Got ball tires in the front. Number 2. What was this at? The family
Hey, Emily.
Yeah.
Second show, I think.
Shaw family
Emily.
Take a shower.
Man, I just don't see much excitement in this bunch.
I took our picture years ago at the family.
I don't know if you're going to get sung happy birthday to you. It won't hurt your feelings, will it?
Yeah, I done had a good birthday on it.
It scared me today when them old gals at the restaurant started clapping and coming toward the table.
Oh, really?
They went 2 tables.
Experience? Well, Jenny, would you sing happy birthday to him?
No.
I'll help you.
Happy birthday to No cameras. No cameras.
Y'all get over here, get your cake. I'll be back there.
Cindy enjoys cameras. Cindy, you enjoy cameras, don't you?
Yeah.
Tell me what number Harley Davidson is.
They say camera adds 10 pounds. I wonder how many cameras are actually on me. That's very funny.
Count the wide angles? Just kidding. Okay, we're going to kick this off.
Let's roll.
Okay, on 3. You ready? Hold on. First off,
Doesn't have to be over there.
hold on. First off, this is the
Ronnie gonna lead?
Ronnie. I think he's out of it tonight. He's not going to lead. First off, this is what, Dad? 66th birthday or 67th?
We don't have that many candles, do we?
No, he ain't gonna blow. He's gonna slobber on it.
All I want to know is, did they have wood wheels or rubber wheels on them back then?
Well, Dad, what I want to know is when you walk to school in the snow, is it 3 or 4 miles?
2 miles.
2 miles? Okay. All right.
So it was 2 miles going.
Barefooted though. That wasn't
Barefooted?
Yeah, what don't shoes on.
You was born in 1934, right?
Right.
That's pretty wild.
May.
Back in the Depression. Randi, she's gonna lead the singing.
No, that's okay.
She has such a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go solo.
Solo again, hear you? Okay, Jenny, you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Don't cry, Dad. Happy birthday, dear Papa. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, that's probably the best birthday song.
Forget about it.
Well, you fooled yourself.
What is it?
He doesn't get his because he's not supposed to have chocolate. Didn't Cindy know that?
Okay, we got to look at it. That's good enough. Be nice to Randi. Anyway, happy
Yes,
67.
I'm a little bit on the heavy side. I know that. I've dealt with it. Y'all deal with it. There we go, Bob! Way to go, Brett!
Okay.
Ball in.
Way to be, Joe! Way to be, baby!
Way to go, AJ! Fine, Blue.
Hey, Blue, can I get you to scoot over a little bit so I get a better angle at this camera?
Which way?
About 3 feet over that way.
I'll call it for you. I can play up here.
There you go.
Right 3 feet out.
You've heard it all now, right?
Did you say bump or hump?
Oh, I didn't say that.
All right, for sure. I didn't know you could jump.
only necessity. She had to jump or get hit on that one. Kind of act like you told her to clean her room then, right? Or something like that.
Okay, clean up. Clean up. Oh, wow. Trying to help you, Blue. Heads up! Hold on.
I believe there's a fastball. It's been a change-up.
Yeah.
It's been a change-up.
Thank you.
Katie Harburga against the Special K.
Go ahead and bring the heat, baby.
Oh, knock it down and get it out.
Call it, call it.
Jeannie Shaw's first at bat against Special K. Bases loaded and one out.
Lays it off.
Come on, girls, get out of here.
Oh, back up. Come on, Ashley. Throw the pitches, baby. Nice pitch. Got it, girl. Good man, throw the ball. Go get her. Up! Heads up! Hey, don't be throwing it at me. I hit that pole and shot right back in it.
Line drive at him.
There's a little blooper over second base with base hit.
Come on, everybody hurt. Get out of here.
Took a drop. We've got a rise ball here.
Yeah.
A rise ball. Change up.
Straighten up and they'll have the job for Ronnie.
We got news for him after this game. We're not doing it anymore.
It's a drop ball for base hit. Had a drop ball then.
That's all I'm at.
outs, ladies. Player's always right. 2 down. 2 down.
Ball out here.
Good pitch, Kitty Show.
Like a drop
Good
ball
spot,
down.
bud. There you go.
Hey, see the ball hit the bat. Get it out front.
1-1.
Jenny, right here now. Set her down.
Good drop off.
Horse.
One more now. One more.
Horse out of the way, bud. Good job.
Right here now.
Got a peel.
Got it?
Her hand goes up. Out of
Another ball, foul.
Your back foot where you want the back. Back foot.
Hustle.
Back foot does move.
I seen that leaked out a little. 1-2. Horse. It's the last one.
This is a peel. Trying to throw it outside off the plate, I believe. It's a peel.
Go. Yes! Yeah!
Okay, we have a rabbit right here. We're down here in Walker Creek, and this rabbit's just sitting here looking at me. It's amazing. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. Hey, Mr. Cottontail. How you doing today? Hey, Mr. Cottontail. How you doing today, little buddy? What you got to say?
This is a beauty. It's American Cottontail. He will bite your head off.
See you later, little buddy.
Okay, Jenny.
Here we go, Jenny. Here we go, bang.
Yeah, it was. It's obvious. After the pass,
Here we go, Jenny, babe. Here we go. You got it, Jenny. You got it, Jenny. Right here, Jenny. Right here. We got time, babe.
Okay, this is set on manual at 1/500 speed. This is the second at bat against a team called the Bomb. Her first at bat, she hit a first pitch line drive to left field for a nice base hit. Got an RBI with it. 1-1 right now. Took the count to 2-1. Sun's still up. It's about 6:51, and looks like we got good enough light to get this fast shutter speed. We're down to 3-1 now. Let's see how selective she is with this pitch. We'll zoom up a little bit more. Instead of 1/500 shutter speed.
Hey, put it down the pipe now. Well, you can hit your spot.
Now, Jenny, run hard!
Come get it. Let's stop that ball.
There's a 1/500 shutter speed.
Base y'all, keep on the ball. See the ball. Come on, two shots. Wait on him to drive it, Jimmy. Wait on him to drive it. Put it in play. Okay, now you ain't got no pressure, baby. First base is yours. First base is yours. First base is not occupied.
Hey, goofy girl. Goofy girl. Her junior is him. She's playing a little right field right now. She's picking grass right now on the travel team. That's not good. At least she's not counting ants, so that's a move up. Anyway, we're going to do one more pitch. Kristen Sonstopper's pitching. Right now they're playing a team called Special K. They're ahead 5-0. 5-0 with 39 minutes left. There's a base hit, or the ball's hit to Jimmy Gibson, shortstop, and throws out first. And Jimmy's backing up. Hey, right fielder. I could have got there faster than that. Okay, I'll quit hassling you. I'll go back and call him a hoe.
basketball player. Hey, boy. Hey, guy.
Right here, kiddo.
They've all played this side.
Believe it or not, Jenny's playing second base. Playing second base, score still 5-0. Stone Cypher still pitching, and Jenny's second, and did a little bit of rotating around here. Mary Jane pitching. This one's at 1/500 shutter speed.
Let's go, Jen!
Back automatic.
Let's go, Jen!
Right here. Got a rise ball here. Fastball. This is a first inning, first batter against high voltage. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. Jenny's pitching against number 99. There's a changeup that got away from her a little bit. Fastball outside part of the play. Called by center field. I got this set on 1/500 shutter speed.
Now look fake, Jenny. Just relax, Jenny. Just relax.
We got bases loaded. It's in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 33 minutes left in the game. 1 out. Jenny gets a hit here. She can kind of open it up.
Have a little fake, Jenny. Have a little fake, baby.
More selective, baby. Yeah. Something to drive, not to put up.
Wait for your pitch, Jenny. Wait for your
Something to
pitch.
drive. Now, Jenny. Come on, baby, come on.
Jenny got an RBI out. She popped it up high, but Katie got in with the RBI. That's good. Yeah.
There you go. All right, down here, babe. Get it in here. In here. Your pitch. There you go.
Jenny just got the winning RBI there.
I'm up, lady.
Jenny's got the winning RBI with the shot to the gap between left and center field. And girl's on first base, and Jenny scored it. That's on 1/500 speed right there, so we should have got a good look at it. Good job, Jenny. Okay, we got Katie Harbert up to bat. This is her first at bat, top of the 1st inning against the Impact, SK Impact. They're a team from Houston, and Jenny's on deck. This will be both of their first at bat. So, got runners at 1st and 2nd. Harbert up to bat with 1 out.
Somebody make a play here. Good double here.
Okay, Jenny's up to bat. Bases loaded. 1 out.
Where are we going with the ball? Go.
Do have it set on 1/500 shutter speed. Get into a double play right there. That was a well hit ball by Jenny. Shortstop made a good play for the out number 2 and doubled up the runner at 3. But good, there's a good stick there. No problem with that at all. Okay, this is Jenny's 2nd at bat against the Impact team from Houston. This is the 2nd time we faced them today. First pitch is the ball outside. Well, she got a pop up. She that one up. Katie or Roberta. Okay, Katie Roberta just got a hit there to left field. Scores 4-2. Top of the 5th inning. Time has run out, so the Impacts will get their at bat. Now Jenny, she's up to bat now, so we'll see what she can do. We're going off the 1/500 speed, so we're going to go to automatic. I just went to a 1/500 shutter speed this time. Let's see what difference that makes. She just went last and fouled it off to the first base dugout. Jenny's down to a 1-2 count here. So we'll see if she changes anything up with her stroke here. She hit a little number to first base. Okay, I'm just doing this as an example. We got a 1/500 shutter speed. And manual, Jenny's coming out third base. Now we're going to auto. Took the date and time off and the time code off. So things should be good. We'll be back. Okay, first at bat against the bomb. Runners at first and second. First inning, 2 outs. Jenny get an extra base hit here if she formatted a couple runs. Well, she got a base hit. I guess that's a base hit. Third baseman got it and had a hard time feeling they didn't have to play at third, so it's kind of a squibber, but we'll take it. Pop up. second at bat against the Fear This team. Popped up the first one. Maybe it's their third. Got my camera. Yeah, I can see her. I got right in this shot right here. I got the pitcher, the ump, the catcher, and her.
First of all, I want to say thanks to all the parents of Storm for enduring all the heat and giving us support this weekend. Appreciate it, guys.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommies!
Storm, thank you. You make me proud, ladies. Fear This, great competitor. We're hopefully we'll catch you in another tournament. Good luck to y'all this season. Well-run tournament. Okay, first player, Jenny Shaw. Jima gets in. Portia Albert.
Move up, ladies.
Katie Haraberta.
Katie!
Katie Cummins. Kelly Usay. Amanda McKenzie. Casey Cardwell. Katie Bowen. Christian Snowcypher. Casey Richmond. And Jamie Burchett.
Well, Jenny's team got second place in this tournament, and Jenny pitched a heck of a time. But you can kind of see Jason's foot has got that little. Jason's foot has got that little white ball. And you see that piece of metal there leaning its way into his toe. His second toe is his biggest one. He's going to get those taken out in a couple of days. He's got, in the other three remaining toes, he's also got pins in that too. So that's pretty wild. Jenny, get your ear my light, kid.
Thanks.
I guess I was. Pretty wild. Here, I'll let you boys sleep.
Johnny! Here's Johnny!
Here we are on I-44. We're in between Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Jenny's driving. We've been on the road now for, how long you think? Okay. 2 hours and 45 minutes we've been on the road. Of course, our destination is Rockford, Illinois. We're going to go participate in a AFA tournament. See what shakes there. This is your driver, Right here, Geezer. So what you got to say, Geezer?
Tired.
Tired of what? This camera being on you?
No. I like the attention.
Like the attention now, okay. Anyway, that's our driver. You can see she's doing about 75 right now, 73, something like that.
76, Dad.
76, okay.
Speed limit 75, so.
Yeah. We just passed mile marker 175 sign, so whatever that means. There's the McDonald's billboard. You'll find those all throughout the United States, without a doubt. So we're going to sign off and we'll crank this thing back up and whenever we get ready to, right? For sure, when we go across or go under or by or whatever it is, the arch in St. Louis.
Go through it.
Yeah, whatever it may be. We're just going to drive by, but I'm going to get a shot of that. So anyway, we'll sign back on before long. Until then, adios. Anything to say, Jenny? Nothing at all? Say something like, hoochie coo.
Yeah.
Okay, signing off. Okay, so here we are. It's July the 30th, Monday morning. We're continuing our trip. Let me see, Jenny. When did we first shoot this video? Were we up in Oklahoma City? Somewhere like that? Or I forgot where we were at. Maybe I-44 out of Oklahoma City or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, we're in St. Louis now. We've taken I-44 and went through Joplin, Missouri, and we drove all the way to the other side of St. Louis, the eastern side of Missouri, I should say. And we're coming up in St. Louis right now. We stayed the night at, what motel was that? The Motel Renaissance Inn. Okay, brakes please, thank you. Alright, now, 2 left lanes open, that's good news. Okay, so we're going to try to get a shot of the archway, or the arch, or whatever it's called. You can kind of see a little bit of downtown St. Louis right now off the horizon. See there. I'm not sure how well this will adjust going through these windows, but I can see the arch right there, in fact. Way up there on the horizon. I don't even know if you can make it out from here on the camera. Barely see the top of it now. We'll get a better shot here in just a moment. We'll sign in here in just a few minutes. Anything to say, Mr. and Miss Navigator? Anything at all? You want me to take the camera off of you?
I don't care.
You don't care, okay. She's a ham. Anyway, we'll go at it like that and crank it back on in a few minutes. Max and Irma, so I've never heard of that. It's 9:50 in the morning. Hasta la vista. I might be able to see the arch in the background. Yeah, maybe not. We'll try to get it again. I think we're about to come up on it. There's part of it right there. Oh well. That's supposed to signify the gateway to the west and all of its propaganda that goes with it. We'll sign in here in a minute. Signing out. Jenny, you just hang your eyes on the road there, but there's the old arch right there. Pretty good shot of it there. Quite a structure. I guess we're gonna go right by it here the way it looks. Yep, there she sits right there. We'll get another shot here in just a moment. There she sits, the old archway to the west. Okay, we can go home now. We've seen it. There's the skyline of St. Louis. I would get over one lane if I were you, maybe. I don't think it's important right now, but you need to kind of drift that way. Okay, Illinois is over here to the right. Kind of start getting over there. You know? Okay, the arch is behind us now. Here's the old mighty Mississippi. I don't know how well we can see it from this camera, but right here in St. Louis, it's been some dry weather. The other window's not the thing, it's this rail that's in the way. I think you can probably get a pretty good feel for it out there. There's one bank, and it's kind of hard to see exactly, but anyway, signing off. Here we are at Williamsburg, Illinois, a little bit north of Springfield. There's Jenny out there. There's not a shortage of corn around here. There's a tremendous amount of corn all in the state of Illinois, nothing like I've ever saw before. We went and looked at that cornfield a while ago and inspected it. Inspector, what did you give the cornfield out there in a grade from an A to an F?
H.
An H? Okay, that's good. Very good. And H is supposed to be better than A, right? Okay.
Remember you told me that.
Yeah, that's how it used to be. Anyway, we will continue our journey. Are you ready? Okay, I'm driving, so let's rock. Okay, it's about 1:40 in the afternoon. Jenny and I are still continuing our journey north towards Rockford. Right now, we're about, how far away from Rockford do you think, Jenny?
An hour, maybe.
About an hour, yeah, that's about right. Maybe a little bit over an hour. We're probably about 90 miles away, going up through Illinois from south to north. I tell you, what's the main crop we've been seeing in Illinois, Jenny?
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn or sour corn? Well, we've been seeing a lot of corn. It's everywhere. There's a little granary right there. It's just everywhere. Seems to be a pretty pleasant ride through here, you know, kind of not real scenic, but, you know, pretty pleasurable. So, have you got anything you'd like to say to the camera?
No.
How about Coochie Coo? Okay. All right, when we go into Wisconsin, we'll try to remember to turn on the camera then. So until then, we're signing out. Hasta la vista, baby. Just went through Rockford, and there's a Wisconsin state sign right there. So we've actually made it to Wisconsin. I'll have to say that's the furthest north I've ever been. How about you?
Yeah.
I know it's the furthest north you've ever been. Anyway, so I don't know if the country looks any different or anything. I haven't got out and explored it a whole lot, except for just on the interstate. They have an Applebee's? Okay. I guess they still have an Applebee's. We have those in Texas also. Anyway, we're going up to Janesville. That's where our motel is going to be. It's just a short spurt up here, about another 50, 60 miles. No, just kidding. Anyway, so we've kind of, how many hours do you think we spent on the road, Jenny?
Today?
Probably total, just as far as just driving time.
Probably 14 hours.
14 hours worth of driving time to go from Whitesboro to the Wisconsin line, just north of Rockford, and like I said, Janesville is probably just 10, 12 miles up into Wisconsin. So anyway, we're signing out now. Jenny, you got anything you'd like to say? Huh?
No.
No. Very good. Very, very long speech. All right, goodbye.
There's one more chili.
Southern California, the Vipers.
Where's the zoom button? Where's the zoom button?
From Rockford, one of the hardest working men I know in our city, Mr. Chris Davenport.
No,
These years ago in Rockford, Illinois, during World War
Here's the first game against the Summertime Blues. First game of their AFA tournament. Jenny's starting out at third, and we got Amanda pitching. Second batter up the bat.
like that, Megan. Get her bat off her shoulder. That a girl. That's it. All right.
We are playing a team from Illinois. It's the top of the second inning. Jenny's pitching. Her first inning she had wasn't too fantastic. She let, well, I ain't going to say she let 2 runs in, but anyway, they scored 2 runs. So anyway, we'll see what happens here. Has a drop ball for a ball. Anyway, I'm signing out because I'm over here keeping this no score thing. Get one more pitch over, then I'll sign it out.
I see you, baby. Shake your ass. Let's go, James. Go get it now, baby.
Top of the 4th. We've got, actually we scored 5 runs at the bottom of the 3rd. The score is 5-2. Jimmy just opened up. She first pitch at the top of the 4th. She pushed the ball high, rise ball, and the kid hit it for a base hit. So a nice hit from her out to center field, maybe left center. What would you call that, Ryan? Left center? Yeah. Left center. Ryan's helping keep score right now. So let's see how this goes. Here comes Jimmy. She's got the pitch. There's the rise ball. They'll just swing out. I'm gonna get a picture of Ryan. Here's the man. Hey Ryan, what's going on, buddy? How my boy doing? You got it. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to main. I went to auto to get Ryan. I want to make sure we get a good focus on him. Anyway, here's Jenny. She's coming back up there. I bet she's a drop ball in this time. Okay, you strike out there on the drop ball. Nice pitch. Okay, we're gonna sign off now, Ryan. Okay, anything you want to say?
What's up?
Okay, that's good enough. We're signing off. The bat. I believe it's her 4th bat this game. There's the ball. Right now, scores 10-3. She's had a lot of help from her offense on this thing. Ball 2.
Elsie, don't rush out there.
I don't know how the sun's going to do with this shot. There's a lot of sun in the background. Ball 3. Sarah, Jenny, let's drive it, babe. Coach said green light, so we'll see what she does. Let's drive it, Jen. I believe that's going to drop, no, it's going to be foul. No, that hit fair. That hit fair. It hit the line. Well, she got a double out there. It hit the right field line and she turned. Well, Blue said it was foul, I think. Jenny, she got awful dirty on that one. She got her base hit, and I think she got a base hit before that, and I think one before that. I think she had 3 this game. I think she didn't get a base hit this time around, so they strike 1. Okay, I'm signing out. And we got 2 outs left right now. After this out right here is over with, we're going to 7th inning. We're heading 10-3. Strike 2. I'm signing out. Starting off our 3rd pool game. There's a game that's against a Wisconsin team. And we'll see how she comes in here and does with pitching. We got a strike 1. You know, we'll come back to her. We'll get a little bit of some pitching. We'll get a get her batting. I missed her first at bat. She didn't want to center field for an easy fly out, but not a bad start. Here she goes right here. drop ball there. Looks like it's a little high, but effective. So we're going to page out our pitch here. We'll give her one more pitch. And then auto right now. That wind's blowing, so it may give us a problem with the wind noise. All right. Fish them all inside. Ryan's with me again. He's my color commentator. Will she get a hit right here, Ryan, or strike her out? Okay, there's a ball. Okay, so we're going to sign off here for a moment. I believe there's a rise ball there. We'll re-zoom in on her right here. Okay, here she comes out. I'll tell you what this pitch is. That shows it. Has a little drop ball. Kind of fisted her. Good play. Okay, we're going to sign out and get her back with her hitting. Okay, there she is, and there's the rest of her teammates there. All right, adios. Okay, here's Jenny's second at bat in this game.
And he's going on.
We're going to see what's shaking. Come on, Jenny, just crank and yank. All right, nice hit, nice hit. So Jenny got a double right there. There she is. Got a double. A good play. Good hit. Good hit. Ryan done let the dogs out. Ryan done let the dogs out. Here's Ryan and Cameron right here. These are my co-workers right here. There's Cameron and there's Ryan. They're helping me out here. Yeah, there they are. They're pretty handy. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Jenny's on second. We're going to sign off now. You guys got anything you want to say?
Oh, keep it on. Keep it on.
Let's say ball on.
It's a good day, and it's time for corn.
Ball one, Cameron. You got it, man. You're doing good.
I listen to the umpire.
Yeah, sometimes you'll kind of get used to the umpire after a while. Ball two. You might be an umpire one day.
I might be a doctor.
Doctor, that sounds cool.
Or baseball.
That sounds alright too. Get it on the sweet spot, Jenny. Okay, probably Jenny's last at bat, 7th inning against the team from Wisconsin. Oh, she hit that one nicely, but it's going to be caught by the left fielder. Oh well, what can you say? Sidekick Cameron right here. He's helping me to the scoreboard. He's making $20 an hour. He doesn't even know it. Okay, signing out for Cameron. Okay, we got one out. Did you get that out, Cameron? Katie Harberta up to bat, playing our first bracket game against the Tidal Waves. Right now, Tidal Waves are pretty much kicking our bouquet 5-0. Maybe Katie can wake it up here at the big shot. No runners on base. 3-0. I'm sure that Chad, the third base coach, will have her going on this one. Green light. Ball 4, waste of film. Okay, Amanda McKenzie up the bat, 1 strike. Okay, she did a little dribbler to third base.
Nice job, Katie. That was a great play.
Okay, we have Jeannie Shaw coming up. Katie Harberta on second with 2 outs. Bring out the change up.
Come on now, let's go.
Ball three. He should have a
Come back now, come back.
reduced zone here. Make it your pitch, Jenny. This is Jenny's first bat in a game, our second bracket game. We lost our first one against a team called the LA Rebels. Eddie Harberta, the batter, first at bat. Jimmy ended up with a base hit over shortstop's head and a little bit short of left field.
One more, baby, one more.
There's 2 outs. Katie Harberta at the bat. Got a runner at first. Okay, Katie Hartberta got an RBI there. Nice hit. Okay, third at bat against the LA Rebels. It's in the 5th inning. Right now score is 3-2. Jenny hit to third base for the first out of the inning. Now we have Katie Hartberta at the bat.
Is that a changeup?
You know, Jenny, I have my eye right here in the viewfinder. I just keep it on you. I don't even know. You'd be able to tell me better because I have my eye right on the viewfinder. I keep it steady. So. You hit it pretty hard, though. Whatever it was. I think it sounded like you did. Cause I was looking in this right here.
Did you see what? Did you get where it hit?
No, I just had a third baseman. That might drop. Yeah, I believe it is. Oh, she caught the last minute. Yeah, at the very last minute. Like Jenny's 4th at bat this game. There's a change that to wait on that time. He'll change up left field. Got out. Okay, here we are. We're at the bottom of the second inning. This is our third bracket game. We lost our first one. We won our second one. This is a game against the Orland Park Sparks. This is our second inning pitch here. She's having a little bit of, she's basically a drop and then a rise. Anyway, I'm about to sign off. I just want to get a picture over here. Okay, got her out. Gina threw her out from shortstop. Anyway, signing off.
Jenny, back couple.
Jenny! Jenny!
Ricky.
Okay, we're playing the Orland Park Sparks. I think this is Jenny's second at bat here.
Out. Whoa. There we go.
Here's it. Hey. What?
Nice hit right there to center field.
Gotta try and make a catch, Jenny.
It's a good line drive. Hit it well over second base's head, a little bit before center field. There she is. Nice base hit. We got KDH up.
Let's go. We're trying to here. Let's go.
Nice hit there. Just outfielder caught it.
Keep on going, Jenny. Jenny, don't help him. He knows it's fair. He made a mistake. Don't help the ump when it's in your favor, kid.
Well, here we are after the loss. Got knocked out of the tournament. Yeah, we're going to be starting home before long, maybe tomorrow morning. Okay, here we are on our way home from the ball tournament. We won all three of our pool games. We win the bracket play, lost our first one, won our second one, lost our third one, and so bam, we're out. So, right now we're actually in the state of Iowa. You see that sign right there, probably says West Des Moines. We're going through Des Moines, Iowa right now. We left it pretty early. You see that clock, you can see it, it says 8:43 a.m. right now. And we left about a little bit after 3:30 from Janesville, Wisconsin. We decided to take a little different path on the way home. There's a deer crossing right there. We already seen one dead doe a few miles, about 20 miles ago. So we wanted to give a little shot of the state of Iowa. Looks a whole lot like, I guess, any other state for that matter, from the interstate. But anyway, here it is. So we've been on the road 5 hours. We speculate it'll take us probably 15 hours worth of road time total. So we still have a ways to go to get to Texas. We'll be going, which way are we going, Jenny? To Missouri, to Kansas City? So we're on 35 South now, so we'll hit this all the way to Gainesville. Anyway, signing out. Let me see if my co-partner has anything to say before I sign out. No? Okay. Okay, all right then. Hasta la vista. Okay, there's the Missouri state line right there, if you've seen that sign. We're leaving Iowa. We're going into Missouri. In the north part of Missouri. We're probably about 100 miles or a little bit better away from Kansas City. So we continue our quest. Anything you'd like to say, sidekick? You're not making any friends with your arm up like that.
I'm back.
Sure, sure. Anyway, as you can see, there's a sign that says Missouri. 70 miles per hour. So we will sign out and pick up later. Who knows? This may be the last one of this trip. Would that make you sad? What'd you say? Okay. Kansas City, 110 miles. Hasta la vista. Here we are at 1:40 in the afternoon. We're continuing our trip. As you can see, we're in the plains of Kansas. And Jenny's driving. I'll get her real quick. She didn't want me to get her too much. I'll get her just a little bit. So we are probably 100 miles from the border of Oklahoma and Kansas on I-35. So that's probably about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. And after that, we'll drive to the state of Oklahoma, and basically once we get to the state of Oklahoma, north and south, that'll pretty much be our trip. So 96 miles to the border from right now. So at any rate, I guess this might conclude our last video shot of the trip. You got anything you want to say there, co-pilot? Well, I guess I'm the co-pilot. You're the one driving, right? Okay. All right, then. Signing out. Adios. Okay, got it. So we're coming up on the Red River. Here in just about, I think, 1 mile. Just have a little bit to go. Well, Jenny, we've been 860 miles one way. Round that off to 900 times 2 is 1,800. I bet we've covered over 2,500 miles in the last week. Going up to Illinois and Wisconsin.
Iowa.
You said Illinois?
I said Iowa.
Well, we're about to come across the old Red River. Probably doesn't have a lot of water in it, no more rain than we've been getting. When you come across, you'll shine it, you'll point that to the right, you'll see the water we have in it. Back on home front now, huh? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your trip, Jenny. Are you gonna say anything at all? You gonna work the camera and not say anything?
No, so tell him working the camera, it's so bumpy.
Okay. Okay, well at least say signing out or goodbye or something like that.
Bye.
Here a little late, but the score right now is 4-0 Whitesboro. Bearcats in their first game. I believe this team is from Everman that they're playing. This team is seems to be all black school. I think it's a white girl that's here. It's unusual. It's like you have school and a senior all-black school. There's Jeannie right there. See what she can do here. Right now, though, we're 5-0 in the first game. We got a strong start. We'll come back and see some stuff later. We are back again. The Lady Cats are leading 9-3. They got the serve. Here comes Jenny right here. Here's Jenny. Jenny knocked that one out. That's too bad. Oh well. Score still 9-3. The Lady Cats took the first game, 15-3. You tell them, girlfriend. You tell them, girlfriend. You tell them, girlfriend. Yeah, give me a high five right here. Hey, girlfriend. Get her! Get her! Oh well, what can you say? They never mind you when they get past 14. Okay, we started the second game. Right now the Everman team leads the Lady Cats 1-0. The Lady Cats are serving. That's 1-1 right there. It's a tie game. Lady Cats took the first game. Score is 1-1 right now in the second game. I'll make that 2-1. Anyway, if the Lady Cats can take this game, I guess we'll go home early. Unless Everman can turn it around. Right now, the Lady Cats are dominating. So we'll see how this works. We'll tune back in when Jenny serves. Serving. Score 5-1 Lady Cats. Well, they bumped that one. Right before Jenny serves, hit a really, really strong kill. Really looks sweet. Seems like a lot of these girls got their timing down with their spiking quite a bit. Anyway, sorry about that, Jenny. I missed that. We'll be back. 5-1 right now, Lady Cat. Second game. Okay, Jenny just served. Whitesboro got a point. Right now the score is 9-8. Everyone's taking the lead. We need this one just tied up. Need this one tied. We got the block in. Well, back to 9-8. Everman serve. We're behind by 1. Serving score is 14-12 Whitesboro. If they get this one, they'll win it. Here we go. We'll see what happens here. That's it right there if I can just do it. Oh, that's a bad play right there on Whitesboro. They shouldn't have done that, but what can you say? It happens. They had their chance right there. They misplayed it, but they're still in 14-12. They got 2-point lead. We'll see what happens. Of course, 15-15. Our serve. This game really got knotted up. We got a timeout. We'll come back in a little while. All right. Well, Whitesboro ended up winning it, 17-15 in that second game. Pretty good game, though. Jenny. Whitley right there? I can't see Whitley. Let me turn this around this way. I see Whitley now. There she is. Hi, Whitley. Hi. Now. There she is. Hi, Whitley. Hi, how are you doing? There she is. What's happening, Whitley? Hey, can you dance the bare necessities? Can you? Yeah. See, look, here's Whitley. Watch. Watch. You ready? Can you see Whitley? There she is. Say hello to Whitley. Say hello, Whitley. Say Ungawa. Ungawa. Yeah. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. Here you go. You want to see Whitley again?
Whitley gonna be a movie star.
Yeah. I see. That's Whitley.
Where?
Whitley. There's Whitley.
1,
See that?
3.
There's that girl.
Whitley.
Yeah. You see again?
Look at it from upside down to right way.
Cut on that light, please, Jenny. Leave the door open, Jim.
Whitley. Hey. Say hey. Whitley. He might stop by down.
Here you go, watch this. Here you go, watch this. There's Jason. Say hello to Jason. And Jenny. And Chuck. And Papa. See Papa right there?
Hey!
Oh, you don't see him that way? There's Papa.
There's Papa. Say Papa.
Papa.
There's Papa.
Say Jason.
See Jason? There's Jason right there. See Jason?
Upside down, Dad.
There's Whitley.
There you go. Whitley. Baby.
Yeah, there's Whitley. Here's Grandma Carol. See Grandma Carol? There's Carol.
See? Whitley. Say Carol. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's her.
Come over here. Jason.
You want to go see Grandma?
Yeah. Come here. Look, and then we'll get
Oh, yeah,
a
there she is.
picture. See. Hi, Terry.
Hey, Whitley.
Wave to Terry. Wave to Terry. Can you wave for
There's
him?
Whitley.
Really?
Which
Hey,
one?
I'm
Hey, there's too much action going on for me.
She's in her room.
You wave
Too much
to
action.
Terry?
Let's go over and say hi to Cindy, Whitley.
Okay.
You go say hi to Cindy? Go tell Cindy hi. You want to go tell Cindy hello?
No. Cindy don't let me sit in the middle of the kitchen table.
Go see Aunt Cindy.
I don't let her sit in the middle of the table like Grandma does.
Oh, really?
Unless you don't want you to say it.
What?
Or you can count to. Okay, I can count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. So you got Spanish and English mixed.
Have you got Mildred married yet? What? What you doing?
Okay, Whitley, I'm gonna try to put this on the end of your sing-along tape. That way, after you sing along, you can see yourself on it. Okay? Can you sing any songs?
Jennifer.
Do you know any songs at all?
Noodle.
What's your favorite song?
I love you. You love
Well, that's
me.
good. Okay, that's special. Was that E flat or A minor?
Shake it.
Well, hey,
Whitley.
Do the noodle. Jason teaches you bad things.
That's very bad. Because I can tell you that can get you in a lot of trouble. It's also, out of many things to be taught when I teach
She got
that.
it off TV. Uh-oh.
Say Terry. Charlie.
Jason.
Anyway, Whitley, do you have anything to say before I go try to put you on your videotape?
Hey, can you take a picture of those shoes?
Well, should I?
Because I bought them for her.
Oh, did you? What shoes? Those white ones?
The one she's wearing.
The pink ones?
Oh, the one she's wearing? Okay.
Say Nike.
Those are Jason's shoes that he bought.
Say woof woof.
You want to get a picture of Jason, Whitley?
Oh my God!
Did you get a picture of that?
I guess I did.
Whitley, say hey.
Oh, look at
You
my
haven't had
shirt.
a shower today, have you?
Yeah, look at my shirt.
Whitley. Baby. Baby. Whitley, where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Give Jenny a
Where's
kiss.
your nose? Where's your nose?
Where's your nose? Mwah.
Hey, where's your nose?
Where's your nose?
Where's your mouth? Ears? Eye? Where's your foot? Where's your belly?
Where's your diaper?
Papa.
You're so smart.
Where's Jason's hat?
Oh! Where at?
Okay, Whit.
Whitley.
I'm gonna try to put you on TV, okay? You'll be a TV movie star, alright?
Okay.
Hi.
Do you know this little girl,
Say
Whitley?
bye, Terry.
Whitley, do you know this little girl?
Hi.
Do you know this little girl? Watch. You ready? Do you know that little girl? That's me.
Say baby.
Hi. Hi.
I'm gonna go put you on TV, okay? Or try to.
Say bye-bye.
Whitley.
I have to fight all the football heads, but I'll get you there, kid. Hasta la vista, baby.
Tell him, hey.
They don't bother me while I'm eating.
Well, she's not afraid of me.
Food. You eat that. That's yours.
Did you see her, Budge? She's sticking it up to your back.
Isn't it always nice to have somebody videoing you while you're eating?
Yeah.
Great. And remember, you'll see this later. Have you got any particular part you'd like to show on this time Thanksgiving Day is near?
I already did the backside.
Won't be able to see the front side.
Thanksgiving Day is near. Thanksgiving Day is here. Hi-ho the deario. Thanksgiving Day is here. Is that what y'all sang that day? We can find out exactly. I got it on tape.
Yeah, let's do that.
Whitley. Say hi to the camera. Say hi.
Hey,
Throw
Turd.
it out, man.
Say.
Whitley.
You say turkey. Turkey. Duck.
There's Whitley's mother.
Shut up, Fred.
I promise the camera adds 10 pounds.
Take away about 50.
Hey, be nice to your sister, man. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
You know who that is? You got it. That's me on Thanksgiving of 2001.
Well, I may have to have
Cindy?
two plates.
You know who that is?
Somebody that I don't like. You.
I don't know. You're looking at you. Cindy, what you got? Come here. I'd like you to say something to the camera. I want you to say something for me. I want to sing. Hey, Whitley. Whitley. Hey, Whitley. 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 How you doing, Whitley?
Show your teeth. Show up a pair of your teeth.
Can you see Whitley? Can you see Whitley? There's Whitley.
Huh?
There's Whitley.
He's here?
Yes, there's Uncle Budge right over there.
Huh?
There's Uncle Budge right over there. Be careful, you can't grab that. There's Uncle Budge right there. See him?
It was worse than anything.
Who's this?
Oh, you don't have it on?
Actually, I think
He's here.
They gave me that hydrocodone, man. It made me
See, there's Budgie.
hydrocodone.
Say, hey, Uncle Budge.
hydrocodone.
Yeah.
Say it. There's one called hydrocodone next to the generic one.
There's Mama.
Huh?
Well, that's hydrocodone.
You can't grab that like that, okay? You can't grab that like that, kiddo. Mama, there's Jason.
Hi, Whitley.
There's Jason over there.
Ow.
You don't tell Mary, did you?
Yeah, they're busy right now. They'll be
And here is,
Sam's in the bathroom.
there's
They said go ahead and open
Grandma,
save all their
and Emma, and Papa. There's Papa right there.
Nah.
There's Jenny. Yeah, don't touch it too hard, okay? Good girl.
Because I was going to wait, you know, see
Okay.
what I gave you and what you gave me.
And there is JT. Can you get JT right there?
Huh?
You see JT right there?
Huh.
There's JT right there.
Same thing you gave me last year.
There it is.
I got you something last year. I got you something last year too.
See Cindy?
All that Spencer's crap.
See Cindy?
It's really nice.
That's Cindy right there.
Yeah, it's so nice. Emily called me this year. So
I got
you like some mushroom curry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
I got
me?
Dad some
Hatchet.
some flathead golf tees. You need to like go like spread those out around the tee boxes.